Hello. Today I want to talk about the fascinating subject reincarnation. I want to talk about it in base of my personal experience. To begin, I've been putting people under since I was 16 years old. Now, at that time, of course, I was infected by religion. Like everybody else, or most of everybody, get infected by religion. You don't have a choice. You're born, and they tell you what to believe. And I used to believe that you come here, you live one time, you die, then you go to heaven or hell. But in this occasion, many years back, I was 16 years old, and I used to put people under then. I've been doing it for years. It's a gift that I bring from other lives. I know of many lives that I have lived in the past, and I bring this gift, if we can call it, or ability, since the 1400s. But let's go back to this life. When I was 16, I had friends, and one friend of mine, he was from Argentina. He told me that he was having certain problems in his life, and in that time we thought that anything that has to do with your mind was the devil, another infection and lie from religion. Well, I told him that I will put him under and see who was bothering him. And when I did what I do, he went under, but for my surprise, something completely different of what I was expecting happened. I was expecting to talk to somebody, to talk to an entity. Next thing I know, this friend of mine, he started talking about that he was walking in a village, and that bunch of people was in the center of the village burning a flag. And he started telling me that he can smell the smoke of and all the fire, because it looked like there was burning other houses and stuff like that. Some kind of revolution, obviously. And then he told me that the year was 1748. Well, that kind of shocked my system, because in that moment, after that experience with that friend of mine, the idea of reincarnation started coming strongly to my mind, because how in the world this man is recalling an experience from the 1700s and start kind of conflicting with my personal religious beliefs. But as time went, and that was the opening, the beginning of the opening of a door on my life, about understanding that we come to this earth, and we have been in this earth many times before, with different bodies, different names, different husbands, different wives, different everything. As time went, and I keep putting people under, this keep happening. In another occasion, and this is not too long ago, this is about 6 years ago, I was in Alabama, in United States. I went to see this woman that I met her in a bookstore. And she told me she saw some of the tattoos I have, and she asked me if I practice, and I told her, well, yes, I believe in this and that, and I'm a medium, and I put people under. I talk to people that has crossover. I talk to other intelligent energies, and she begged me to come to her house and put her under. Well, in this occasion, something very interesting happened. Of course, by now I already knew about reincarnation after many other experiences, but I want to talk about this one. I put this woman under to talk to whoever energy is with her, and what happened is another female came and told me her name and told me that she been with her in many other lives, and we was having a conversation, and was wonderful. Her son was there, and I write down all this. At that time I was not filming yet. I forget if I maybe didn't bring the camera at that time. She asked me to return, and I did it again another day, and in this time when I put her under, she started doing the same thing that my friend and other people did. Start talking about she's walking in this forest, and that she can smell like somebody's cooking some flesh, cooking meat. And I keep telling her to keep walking in direction where the smell comes from. Suddenly, the entity that is being with her in other lives came through and stopped everything and tell me, he says, Mario, this entity say, we are not going to allow her to keep going, because what is happening is they burning her. Well, came that this woman was burned in another life, claimed by the religion that she was a witch. And of course, she told me, the entity, not to tell her. And then I had to tell the son that he can never tell his mother about it. And then I bring her back, and she keeps asking what happened. What happened? All she can remember is that she was smelling, walking in a forest, and smelling like somebody was cooking a big barbecue. Well, after all these experiences and talking to people that has crossover, dead people, and telling me that they waiting for reincarnation, talking to entities, highly intelligent entities, you can call them spirit guides, angels, whatever you like to call them, doesn't matter. They explain me many times about reincarnation, about the soul of the humans is the one that they recycle over and over. And of course, it's many other reasons why this is happening besides us coming here and learning, but we are not going to go there today. But after talking to entities, after talking to dead people, after me bringing people back, because what I do is I regress people. If somebody come to me and tell me they having problems, and they believe that comes from their childhood, well, what I do is I put them under and I begin to bring them back to 20 years old, 15 years old, 10 years old. And what happened is, many times when I get to 5 years of age, 3 or 4, we discover the problem, what happened, because most of all your mind programs and your subconscious mind will be put on you from the age 1 to 6. But when I bring people to age 3, many times they jump to a past life. They go back, they cross it to the other life. And then they start talking about they are in France, they mention towns, they talk about the buildings, they talk about how they are dressed. And if we go to history, and I research, match absolutely perfectly with what these people been talking, match with the time they talking about. And also in the Bible, and you maybe believe in the Bible, but even in that book, In John 9, and I'm not talking about the Bible because I believe in the Bible, but many people do. Then in John 9, mention this time where Christ was walking with his disciples, and they found this blind man, and it's very clearly, it says that he was blind since birth. I'm going to read again John 9. You can read it if you have a book like that. And says, as he went along, he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents? Well, obviously they know about reincarnation very good, that they walking and they find this man that is blind from birth, and they ask the master, who sinned, the blind man or his parents? How the blind man could have sinned when he born blind? Obviously they was talking about another life, past life, and many other ones in that book, and they took many out in the 300 years and 500 years when they refurbish the Bible again and again. But I wish you to open your mind to realize that that belief of one time born and die and then heaven or hell don't make any sense. If it's something infinite that creates everything, that will be completely unfair. How some people come and born in royalty with all the money in the world, all the beauty, all the happiness, and some other ones born on the most despicable poverty, maybe even crippled. How will it be fair that some will have that beautiful, incredible experience in life, and another ones will have such a terrible experience, and then that is it? And after that, hell or heaven? Of course, that is not real. But I like to talk to you about my personal experience. I'm a medium. I've been talking to people that has crossover since a child. I've been seeing them. And in my personal experience, my personal knowledge is reincarnation for me is absolutely the truth. And I wish you do some research, open your mind, and allow yourself to think outside the box. In the meantime, thank you for your attention, and if you have enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe. Thank you very much.